Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. This beautiful crowd. Clap your hands one more time if you're just glad to be out of the goddamn house, huh? Come on. Fuck yes, we're doing it. We're here. One more time. Clap your hands if you lost your goddamn mind during the pandemic. I did. I'm sure you did. Yes, we all did. I did. It manifested itself in a couple weird ways. A couple weird things happening to me. Gained a little bit of weight. You could see that. Yeah. Shaved my head. Yeah. Now I look like I tried to storm the Capitol Grill. Okay? Yeah. Just gonna go liberate some veal piccata. Do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm a weirdo. That's right. We could tell. I really, I started shaving my head, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna look badass. I'm gonna look so cool. I'm gonna look like Jason Statham, right? I'm gonna fucking yeah. And then I get halfway through, every time shaving my head, I realize what I actually look like is one of those prisoners they're letting out in Ukraine to go fight Russians. Yeah, that's what I look like. My eyes are too close together. Do you understand? What the fuck? You put me in an Adidas tracksuit and just a long cigarette? I'll go jack off some Ruskies, right? You know? I'm one bad dragon tattoo away from war. That's what I'm telling you right now. Fucking wild. It's weird having this haircut now because I've become very approachable to everyone's uncle. Yeah, not what I was looking for, but okay. I kind of developed a look over COVID. I developed a fun look that I like to call just 35-year-old man that lives under the airport in Milwaukee. You understand. There's a lot of camo, a lot of blaze orange, a lot of shirts with ducks and deer and dogs on them, okay? Right? This is my look. So much. I started dressing just like someone's dad's ice fishing buddy named Scott, okay? What I look like. And my friends, they started to take notice. My one friend Dave, everyone's got that one friend Dave. He was like, hey, notice your new look. Got you a little gift. He got me this hat. This is the perfect gift. This is a nice camo hat here. On the front, for those of you in back, I'll read it to you. It just says, FBI, firm believer in Jesus. And then the brim right here just says, I love Jesus. It's not even the best part because the back of the hat just says, Jesus, Jesus. Like someone got sick of Jesus' shit. It's the Judas of hats. This is the perfect hat. This is the perfect gift to give me because this is the hat I wear when I don't want people to talk to me. And it works. It works until it doesn't. And then I learn a lot about George Soros. That's what I'm telling you. It's not good, right? Like I said, people's uncles. Got a lot of militia invites I didn't know what was happening, right? Real weird, okay? You understand? It's just, it's a bad look altogether. I think we can agree. It's what I'm rocking, though. We're speaking of Jesus. They're making a little joke. So we'll make a little joke here. Some people say that Jesus was not white. Have we heard this? Jesus was not white, right? We're nodding, yes. But I don't know. A lot of what he had to say was like, do you know who my dad was? So maybe he was white. Who knows, okay? I don't know. What I'm saying is we don't know. Some people are... For me, I'm like, I grew up Catholic, which, yeah, it's just a roundabout way of saying I'm not very religious anymore. Thank you. I'm gonna send my kids to Catholic school to figure that out, right? I'm what I like to call an airline atheist, which just means I'm like, I don't really believe, but if the plane's going down, I'm like, Our Father who art in heaven, absolve me of my sins, right? It also means I don't fly Spirit. Okay, hack jokes on a Saturday. We're doing that. Some people are like, you shouldn't make fun of religion, Tyler. You shouldn't make fun of Jesus because if it's real, you could go to hell. But I've been to Beloit. We're not doing so bad, right? Yeah, fuck Beloit. Cool. I'm glad we got the anti-Beloit crowd in the early show. Real fun. That's great. Not a weird. You can tell I'm a weirdo. You noticed that when I got on stage. You're like, this guy's weird. Over COVID, I tried to befriend a family of crows. That's true. That's a real thing. I'm writing a sitcom about it. Sitcom pilot about it. Call it My Favorite Murder. Yeah, C- material right there. That's okay. Softball. We'll talk about this over COVID. I did so I gained a little weight, shaved my head. Then I was like, all right. I was on the fence about something. I'm like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Big life decision. I went ahead and got myself a vasectomy. Thank you. My doctor's in the crowd somewhere in there. Big got a vasectomy because I don't want kids. Already got 2 kids, so I'm just throwing the dirt on the third one, right? Just bury him in the tunnel. That's what I said. Just World War I trench warfare downstairs, okay? Yeah, bury the boy in the tunnel. My vasectomy doctor, he had the perfect name. His name was Dr. Johnson. That's true. That's a true thing. Dr. Johnson, Johnson Doctor. That's a palindrome. Come on, Madison. Come on. All right. It was weird getting a vasectomy over quarantine because it meant that my very first appointment with Dr. Johnson was over Zoom. Yeah, and I was like, am I gonna have to show a man my dick on the internet? And he was like, please point the camera up, sir. We're not ready to meet your meat yet. So he got a good look at me, and he was like, oh, perfect candidate. Cool. Let's end that bloodline. And so what he does was he's like, all right, we scheduled it, and he was like, all right, a couple tips. I'm going to get you prepped here, a couple tips. First thing, I want you to wear the loosest fitting pair of pants possible to your vasectomy. And second, I want you to just clear it all out. Just clear it. Just mow the whole lawn. You understand? Get it all out. He was talking to a dad. He's like, you're just going to get the weed whacker out and just... But he's like, wear a loose-fitting pair of pants. That's the most important thing. You don't want to be too packed in on your ride home. I was like, hey, Doc, I'm already a little packed in. I don't know. He's like, shut up, idiot. And so I, to my vasectomy, wore a set of pinstripe train conductor's overalls. Loose pants, you understand? Yeah. I wanted Dr. Johnson to know that I'm done fucking. I'm done. It's hobby time for Dad now. Just playing with trains in my basement, do you understand? I might fuck a train in my basement. I might put my dick in a caboose. These are puns about fucking and trains. Madison, choo choo, get on the train. Get on board. So I get to the appointment, and he gets me on the. I get myself on the table. What did he kiss me on the mouth too? Jesus. I take my bagosh one at a time. Okay. I lay on the table. I'm looking like Donald Duck. Just no shirt, no pants, or shirt, no pants. Just weird dick. He lays me down and he says, he goes, oh, great job shaving. Thank you. Do I get a discount? What do you, what? You buy me a drink first, Doc? The second thing he says to me, he says, okay, well, at some point we may need to take your penis and tape it back to your belly in case it keeps getting in our way. And I was like, don't worry, Doc. It gets in your way. Let me know. I'll tuck it under my chin. Then he just stabbed me in the balls. He's like, sterile! Wasn't that bad. If you're thinking about getting one, do right by your lady. Get one. Just get one. The worst part about it, after I was done and healed up, I was like, this is fresh and new, right? It was shaved. It was like, this is cool. This could be neat. This could be cool to keep around. I know when I walked up here, you guys were like, does this motherfucker have pubes or not? But I'm gonna tell you now. I was like, I decided, I'm going to grow them back. I'm going to grow them back because I live in a very small house. And I was like, I have 2 small children that run around. I know I'm going to be peeing one day. They're going to walk through the bathroom door. They're going to see my dick. It's inevitable. And I think if there's anything worse than seeing your dad's dick, it's seeing your dad's smooth, hairless dick. No one wants to know daddy fucks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'll tell you this. I've got 2 daughters. They're cute. Where are my parents in the crowd? Where are my parents? Cool. Wow, a lot of you out here. Cool. We're just happy to be out of the house. Truly, to get a babysitter. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I want to talk to specifically the young white parents in here because I don't know when I missed the memo, but we're naming our kids all sorts of weird shit now. It's all over. Paisleys, Mayleys, all sorts of EIGHs, Tucker with 3 Ks. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? That is going to be an adult man one day named Tucker. My wife and I, we named our daughters very traditional names, old school names, Claire and Molly. Very old school names. We're like, they're going to be an old woman named Claire one day, right? Because, that's the thing. Is you look at a baby and you're like, well, it's going to be weird to call a baby Bert, right? But it's also going to be really, really weird to be a 35-year-old grown man named Tyler, okay? It just sounds like I should be skateboarding or something like that. Very traditional names. Claire, Molly, that's our kids' names. We meet all sorts of weird kids with weird names. We were at a play group. It was pre-COVID with my oldest daughter, Claire. Kids are running around. They got name tags. They're one, they can't read. They got name tags, but they can't read. Little kid's running around. He's got a name tag, just says this. Little redhead boy just says D-J-O-L-E. D-J-O-L-E. And I'm staring at his name tag. I'm like, what the fuck is this kid's name? And his mom, from across the room, goes this. She goes, Joel! His name is Joel! I don't fucking think it is, lady. D-J-O-L-E? Lady, you named your kid DJ Ole. You better teach him to rap in Spanish. That's his job now. What is he, a Tostitos spokesman? DJ Ole, what does he do, quinceañeras in Middleton or whatever fucking... Same play group, different kid running around. Name tag just says Jameson on it. Yeah. Eventually, Jameson's mom pipes up and she goes, we named him Jameson because that's what we were drinking the night he was conceived. Yeah, I don't like that pattern for naming a child. I don't like that. Because my youngest daughter is named Molly. Molly Percocet Men's. We call her Perky. My oldest daughter, Claire, she's what I like to call a creepy kid. She's a creepy kid. Beautiful little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. Loves monsters and ghosts. She's like, Ghostbusters, eats it up. Just anything scary. She's just like, we were watching TV the other day. And she goes, "This is creepy." I was like, "Do you like it?" She goes, "Yeah." I'll walk into rooms sometimes and thinking I'm alone or something. I'll just hear, "Daddy." It's creepy. Weird. She ran up to me the other day. She had a picture, 4 people. It was clearly 4 people. They just had lines across their bodies. I'm like, "Oh, honey, this is a beautiful picture. It's a great job drawing people. What's with the lines?" And she goes, "It's rope." This is our family. We're tied up. It's like, why are we tied up? She just said, "Because no means no." So we're teaching her consent and vengeance, okay? A righteous hand will smite thee down, you know? Silly. It's great. I'll tell you this. I know it might surprise some of you after I talked about my pubes, but I am a former teacher. Yeah. I taught 3rd grade for 6 years. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever go back to teaching 3rd grade. I wouldn't. But if I ever got the opportunity, I would definitely teach kindergarten. Because kindergartners will say things to you so profound that it will just fuck up the rest of your day. I was on the playground one day. I was doing recess duty. We all know recess duty. It's like prison visitation, right? Just the entire time, one big white guy going, "No touching! Don't touch!" Ramon! Just trying not to get punked by an 8-year-old. Just like... Kids are running around, they're kicking balls, they're kicking each other's balls. It's a carnival. It's a circus of fun. It's just insanity. Little kindergarten girl runs up to me. She's got a hula hoop around her waist, pigtails, just cute as a button. She stops right in front of me. She looks me dead in the face and she goes, "One time in Puerto Rico, I saw a lady with a mustache." Then she hula hooped away. She never broke eye contact with me. Into the sunset, Madison. That's never not in my head now. It's ruining my life. Sometimes my wife and I will go out for a nice dinner, drinks, nice evening out. Inevitably, conversation comes down to a lull. She'll always look at me. She'll say, honey, what are you thinking about?" I fucking lie to her, Madison. It's always, "A lady with a mustache." You guys didn't know you were getting the hips tonight, did you? You are, goddammit. I look like someone tried to clone Ellen DeGeneres and it went horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. I was walking around the hallway of my school a different day. A different kindergartner, he stopped me. So I walked past the boys' bathroom door. We're going to pretend the mic stand is the boys' bathroom door. And I'm walking around, and I hear it creak open. I'm like past it down the hall. I was like, I better turn around and just check who's popping out. And I just see one little head just go. And he looks at me and goes, "Meep, meep." Then he does this thing, I can only describe it. It was like Jim Carrey in The Grinch. He full on, he grinched out of the bathroom. Just a full body Grinch. And he starts approaching me in this way that only a fat kindergartner can move. Because his arms and legs, they're moving so fast. He's just chugging along. He's making very little headway down the hallway. He gets up to me. He's just completely out of breath. Just. I'm like, hey, bud. What's up? Mr. Mans. Every time I see your face, I think pickles. Sweet pickles. Then he leans in real close and he whispers, and he just goes, toot toot, sweet pickles. What the fuck were you doing in that bathroom? And can I have some? I need a bump. I gotta teach math next. Sharing is caring, little man. You guys are cool. You guys are fun. It's a good night. This is cool. This is, let's see. Anyone in here on a date right now? Wow, good for you. First dates? Any first dates? That'd be real weird if I pointed you out. Don't. If you're on a first date, don't. You be cool. All right, listen. Trying to seal the deal later, don't clap. Okay. Neither of you. Oh, back there? Okay. Fucking, I tell you this, I never had an online date. I'm really grateful for it because I married my high school sweetheart. That's true. No, don't awe me. No. Are you kidding me? In high school, I had 2 life goals. One of them was to own an air hockey table. The other was to manage Blockbuster Video. Don't awe me. I never had an online date, and I'm very grateful for it because I recently was at a party. I was talking to a friend. It was a friend of a friend. It doesn't matter. We all die one day. I was talking to a person at a party. What? They told me about a first date that they went on. They said they met this girl. We're going to call our friend Joe. Joe says he met this girl on online, and they were like, this is great. We're going to plan a romantic first date to the most romantic place any of us can think of. That's right, Wisconsin State Fair. So they plan the date. He picks her up in his car. They're going to State Fair. Sparks are flying. They're going great. Really going awesome. And they drive to State Fair and they pull into the parking spot. And our friend Joe realizes he has an issue. He's like, I have to fart. He immediately formulates a plan. He's like, I'm going to wait for her to get out of the car, close the door. I will fart inside the car. Then we'll be on our merry way. She'll be none the wiser. So she gets out of the car, closes it. He shits his pants. No bueno, Jose. So he realizes that this happens, and he's like, he's got really 2 options. Option number 1, he's like, I can fake a phone call home from mom and say, I'm sorry, grandma's in the hospital, let me buy you an Uber ride home, we'll do this some other time. Option number 2, he can roll down the window of his 94 Hyundai Sonata. He can just go, I shit myself! And he can drive into the sunset like a kindergartner with a hula hoop. Not our friend, not Joe. He chooses secret option number 3. And this is how you know men are fucking pigs. We're disgusting. This guy pooped his pants and was like, I don't know, maybe we'll kiss on the mouth at the end, right? Dummy. So he gets out of the car and he goes, okay, let's go! And he starts running, sprinting. She thinks he's being crazy and spontaneous. She's like, oh my God, you're being crazy and spontaneous. They get into State Fair. He goes, you're going to think I'm really crazy. Every year at State Fair, I buy a new pair of sweatpants and a new sweatshirt. Let's go! And he runs. He's running, sweating. To the nearest kiosk, he grabs what he needs. Makes his purchase. He turns to her again. He goes, you're going to think I'm nuts now because every year I put them on. Let's go! And he's running to the nearest porta potty in West Dallas, Wisconsin. Just a porta potty inside of a bigger porta potty, okay? He takes his valuables. He puts them to the side. He takes his old clothes off. He gets stark naked. He cleans himself up. He takes his old clothes. He throws them in the porta potty. He grabs his first package. He opens it up. It's the sweatshirt. He puts it on. He grabs his second package. He opens it up. It is a second sweatshirt. So what does he do? The only choice he has, which is the last thing she ever sees, is just a hoodie dangling between his legs. So if you're dating tonight, good for yourself, putting yourself out there, you know, good on you. I'll do one more quick one, then I'm going to go here. Really lucky to do comedy. I get to go around all sorts of great places. Little towns in Iowa, big towns in Iowa, the whole fucking state of Iowa. I hate it. It's a corn maze of seasonal depression and Godfather's pizzas. It's terrible. I get to go to all sorts of weird places, and I have a lot of time. I don't know what to do with myself, so I've developed a game. You can use this if you ever want to. If you're ever in a weird place and need to waste some time, just go on Yelp and search for reviews of the nearest strip club. You're going to find the best and worst of humanity right there. This is a real review I've actually read for a place called On the Border, written by a man named Bruce M. Yeah, Bruce just writes this. He says, "My friend got stabbed here!" Great girls. Good service. Discuss with friend, would return if promised not to be stabbed again. 4 out of 5 stars. Madison, you're so great. You're so lucky to have your headliner. You're going to have a great show. Thanks so much.